Hi, board. It is Nicole, and welcome to the 24-25 season. And I wanted to do a quick little video before you guys start watching and digging into the student videos about where we're at. So, these videos are coming in a little bit earlier than the typical MVP. So, I wanted to let you know where we were in the curriculum. We just got done with COGS, SG&A, and startup. The students have not worked on pricing, marketing, and projection. I thought it was the marketing is usually before the financials, but for the purpose of the MVP, I thought that money was more important than really digging in and understanding how to, how you will market your item. I think that for the MVP, they better know how much that thing costs that they're working on. So, I am teaching differently this year. Still teaching incubator, but what it was typical over the last 3 years is I would meet all my students and then I would put them in groups depending on interest levels or different things like that. I believe my teacher core believes in meeting the students where they're at. Most teachers do. And what I felt was that I would meet these kids with all these ideas, put them together, and then watch the light kind of just diminish a little bit. Now, there are a lot of educational goals and a lot of learning that comes in with working on a group, but in when I think about last year and the success of the individual students with their projects, it came down to these kids were passionate about this one thing and they didn't have to share that passion or sell that passion. Now, we can debate that all day long, but I think that this is the year to see how that pans out. That being said, I have a big old group of kids. They're all beautiful, unique, and interesting. And I think you'll see that their projects are really diverse, minus the streetwear. But I had a enormous group of kids, and because we were working so hard on recruitment and finding the right kids, getting the word out about what it is, what incubator is. Now, I had 28 groups to begin with. Some of those students have left, some of them have moved, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's a big plate, a bunch of people in the air, a bunch of things going on, and it's been brilliant and wonderful and fun. So, that's where we're at. The cons of this experience would be that, it's just a lot for me to deal with as an educator, and I think that's okay. I don't really mind, but there's just so much that's happening. How can I find an expert for this person? What does this person need? On and on and on. But that's kind of fun. And that's the chaos that I live in and I so enjoy, right? Um, there was also a little bit of unstructuredness in all of it, but that's also part of the class. I've worked really hard to build community into this classroom, just like always. I have always had a lot of speakers come in. I've always had a lot of people and community, taking ownership or part of this class. This year, we have 25 mentors. That's a lot of mentors, and it's more than double what we've had in the past. It's been excellent. So that new, fresh insight has been great. I'm always looking for opportunities for my students to get out and be in front of business people, talk, shake hands, make eye contact, all of those things. There are some organizations that we worked with already, um, most of them being new. SMU cannot take credit for. However, SMU has invited us back to sit into lectures and to work with a program that helps Title I students get to SMU and pay for that very impressive um, tuition rate, right? Flower Mound Women in Business and Old Town Louisville, both local organizations, have taken an interest and also have put up the cash for my 4 students in my program. So Flower Mound Women in Business, thanks to a mentor for that connection, has given 2 students 2 grants. Old Town Louisville has given us additional funds for final pitch. Tech Fort Worth, that's a new one to me, also because of a mentor, and we're going to be working a little bit more together. So the flower is opening and looking more and more interesting as this class goes on. Um, we also had kids apply to go to South by Southwest EDU. We'll see if we get we get there. So I wanted to give you guys kind of some closing thoughts on the MVP pitches. Now, it is shorter. I didn't have as much time to shine them up. But on each one of them, I feel like I have guided them, corrected them, told them areas that need to be grown. Some of them took that advice, some of them did not. I mean, and at a certain point, I must let go and allow you guys to judge where they're at and what they've done according to what it is. I'm not going to tell you, the students who have, educational differences or the students who just got to class. It's all kind of the same thing, and I'm not gonna really break it down to you. All my kids are very different. I think you'll see how much richer the projects are. Some of them, not all of them. There's always going to be a divide, but I think that what's happening in my classroom is dynamic for a lot of these students and a lot more sophisticated than what it has been in the past, on some of them, of course. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the videos. I look forward to seeing you guys on the actual day of the special pitch. And if you guys have any questions, always reach out. I hope you guys are doing well.